And we're live. All right, this is Ahead of the Spread presented by Wager Talk. We're going to check out three games tomorrow. We got Boston, Orlando, Indiana, Milwaukee, LA, and Minnesota, LA Lakers. Before we get into those games, talk about how we did today. I went 2-1. My 5% play that I talked about yesterday did hit. It was tight, but we got New York minus the one. They ended up winning by just two. I feel like they could have probably won by a little bit more than that. Some crazy stuff happened towards the end, but got the win anyways. Did miss OKC, and then I covered with the Clippers. Ski, how was your day?
Yeah, I mentioned it to you, but we talked yesterday, right? I said I thought it was a favorite day.
Mm-hmm.
Um, OKC would have been a non-cover, I guess, but Knicks won, Clippers won. I didn't
Mm-hmm.
bet anything. I'm riding my series bets out, I guess, for that one. Like it felt like I didn't need to bet, even though in
Yeah,
retrospect I could have doubled up. So
yeah.
I didn't want to double down. How about that? I want
You just double other stuff, right, Ski? All right, let's get to the games for tomorrow. I'll share the screen. Where is it at now? There you go. They mess with our screens, dude, and we can't fix them because they gotta save it for other stuff. So like, it just looks so weird now. All right, so we got odds logic here. The odds screen that we use for not only NBA, but I use it for MLB. Obviously, you got all these other sports. You can select the sports that you want. You can customize the books. You could try a free trial, 7 day free trial. It's in the link in the description below. So make sure you guys check that out. So first game out, we got Boston Orlando. Opened up -5.5 for Boston. I think the news that um, Tatum is doubtful has moved this down to 4.5. The total opened up at 198.5, and this is come down as low as 197. Still see some 198s available. So make sure you shop there. So not only is Tatum doubtful, but Drew Holiday is questionable as well. If we go to the moneyballer.com, we got baller system that backs the Celtics and the under here. Celtics, they almost covered that second game. Sorry, yeah, game two. Obviously, I think it was either Paolo or Wendell Carter just hit a random layup towards the end to
Paulo.
Paolo. Yeah, not even necessary. So could have been a 2-0 straight up and ATS for Boston, but they switched sites here. They're going to be in Orlando. What are your thoughts on this one, Ski?
Yeah, I'm kind of that last game just irritated me really between these two teams.
Hmm.
Um, Orlando at home, 4.5 is, I mean, that's kind of cutting it. You really just asking Orlando to win. I feel like,
Hmm.
um, Boston, no matter how whatever guys they have in or out the lineup, we know they're capable of winning by margin. I mean, they just did it. I know Orlando got the backdoor cover, but it's
Yeah.
no backdoor 10.5 cover on this game here. So.
Hmm.
Um, I lean towards the Celtics, but knowing the desperation spot, I mean, we just saw how Memphis, who looked like they weren't going to be able to do anything in that series, came out on fire, up by what
Hmm.
20 something, 30 points, and lucky to hold on for the cover. But because of the situation, you know, I can't bet Boston. It's an Orlando spot. But the total, you know, that last one, I feel like it was crazy for it to get over. I know Orlando's going to play slow. Boston playing at the slowest pace last 5 or 6 games in the league.
Yeah.
Both teams capable of playing that defense. It's just I worry because if Tatum is out, like it is worse defenders out there. I know you
Hmm.
missed some offense, but it's still guys who can shoot. It's not guys who can defend as well as Tatum. So guess just lean Orlando. I want to say under two, but just lean Orlando.
Yeah, I agree with the lean towards the under here because if you look at like some of the free throw, I mean Orlando just shooting poorly from the free throw line. Last game 15 for out of 24. I think one thing that might change though is Boston typically they don't get to the free throw line a lot. They went to the line 33 times. That's a lot of free throws for them compared to like the regular season for the most
Oh
part.
yeah.
Um,
every play was a foul.
yeah,
Every single
it's kind of
play.
wild. Um,
Watching it, I was just frustrated. Like whistle, whistle, whistle.
yeah, exactly. And then if you look at like some of the field goal percentages, as far as like just overall field goal percentage, not just 3 point, it seems like those are consistent, like as far as what I would expect for this game here. So if the free throws come down a notch, and Orlando continues to shoot inefficiently from free throw, it seems like the under is probably the way to go. I know it bumped up, the total bumped up a little bit, but I would look towards the under. I mean, from the side perspective, I still think that Boston should be able to cover this one, win and cover this one. If it comes down to being able to shoot the free throws or shoot the threes, Orlando's not efficient in either one of those. They're gonna have to win with like creating turnovers, offensive rebounds and stuff like that. And I just don't know if they have enough offense to really be able to get the win or even stay within the 4.5. So I would lean Boston and the under. All right, game two here. We got Indiana and Milwaukee. Milwaukee opened up at -3. This is now 5.5. 5.5 for the most part. There are some fives available. Total 229.5. This has come up to 231. The highest. There are 230.5s available. Over to the moneyballer.com. We got both teams 2+ days of rest. Obviously, the Bucks have the revenge. Um, Pacers won game one and two. Game two, nearly by double digits. They won by 8. And then Baller Systems backing the Bucks and the under here. As far as like matchups, I know what this is third game back for Dame. Do you see their offense get a little bit? Obviously game two, their offense looked a little bit more tighter, more efficient. Do you think they take another step up offensively? Do you think the over in this one?
Well, I did play the over last game. I mean, it's up a little bit more, but it's the only way I look to play with these teams. I know Indiana wants to push the pace, and Milwaukee is comfortable playing that way too. So, um, I'm not in love with 231 number that we're looking at
Mhm.
now, but it's a one way ticket when I'm looking at Indiana and Milwaukee. As far as the side is concerned, we know the situation for Milwaukee, and not. I mean, some things that were wrong in that game. Gotta blame Glenn Rivers and Darvin hands in your pocket ham. I mean, why are you not playing Dame and Giannis together? Like, why are you
Mm.
splitting up all of their minutes? Like, put them out there together so they can, like
Get that chemistry
that's
going.
why they teamed up, right? Not to
Yeah.
just play half and half. So, I think that they realize that. Not that I trust everything Glenn Rivers says, but he says, he has confidence in them moving forward. Giannis says he knows what they need to do,
Hmm.
and I feel like it's pride for these guys. Like we all know, we see um all the bad blood. I'll say that. Um
They said they don't
between
like each other. They said it out loud. Like in the interviews, they for sure just hate each other. That they despise each other, from what I heard
yes,
in
yes,
those interviews.
yes. And I don't think Dame is gonna let Halliburton do him like he did Westbrook. I think Dame
Hmm.
is gonna step up in this one. So I wouldn't be mad at Dame props. Giannis will probably continue to dominate the way, Indiana hasn't been able to stop him the last 10 games maybe.
Hmm.
Like Giannis props, Dame props, probably Milwaukee, probably over.
Yeah. The overs make sense. It's crazy because like historically 4 or 5 seeds usually are like under type games. But this series is just a little bit different. You talk about like pace of play, and look at just post All-Star break right here as home favorites, 9-0 to the over. Pacers as road dogs, 5-0 to the over. Just shows how they play in these types of instances. Um, One thing that I could think of that would give me pause in taking that over is just post All Star break. Their 3 point defense was a lot better than it was during like the for the most part of the season. And if you look at the game two, both teams shot 40. Milwaukee shot
Very well.
40%. Yeah, Indiana shot 44%. My worry about the over here is we see some regression from the threes. That's the only
And
thing
I,
that I
I
can
thought
think
about
of.
that too. That's why I didn't get to the window immediately the way I did the previous game.
Mm-hmm.
Like when the line came out for game two, I ran and bet it immediately.
Mm-hmm.
But seeing him shoot that well, and what was the final, like high 230s?
Yeah,
Um,
115, 123, so 238.
I mean, for 231 total today, I mean, you're barely getting there shooting above 47%. That's not something that I would
Mm-hmm.
love if I'm betting the over.
Yeah, man, it kind of makes me want to look towards the under in this one. But
Yeah, you want that over. I see. Mm, mm-mm.
yeah, I would lean to so actually I would actually lean towards the under, but I'm not sure I would actually take it. You remember the towards the end of the season, I was taking some Pacers unders. Remember,
Yeah,
they were actually hitting pretty good. So
yeah, you
like
weren't
I
taking
don't
them in the playoffs though, huh?
yeah, that's I'm a little bit worried. But yeah, from a side perspective, I'm not really sure where to go with it. It's second game back for Dame. I would expect their offense to continue to get a little bit better. But like you said, Glenn Rivers does make some questionable decisions, so probably stay away from that one. All right, last game up, we got Lakers and Minnesota. The Wolves. We got the Wolves open up at -2.5. We're seeing it come towards. We actually see 3.5s available, but mainly threes. The total 207.5. This has come down already to as low as 205.5. Pinnacle does have 206.5. Um, so Lakers, we got both 2+ days of rest. Under systems on both of the for both teams here. Both games have gone under. Second game two went under by a huge margin. But you would expect, I would expect Minnesota's offense to go up slightly from that 85 points. I was looking at, so I lost this one. I took Minnesota over 102.5 that game. I remember because out of all the games this season, including the playoffs, they only went under 102.5 7 times. So I was expecting it to, I mean, be a lower scoring game, but not 85. So I think their offense comes up a little bit. I would probably look towards that team total over again, regardless of whether they cover or not. What are your thoughts on this one, Skee?
I got caught up in the comment section. But I mean, I think the under does make a lot of sense. I mean, we already know Minnesota more of a defensive team, right? Um, and off of a loss, you expect them to bring it on that end. The Lakers, that first game, it was just pathetic. I mean, I said it, it was no effort at all to stop anybody. They're literally just letting guys shoot wide open. And you saw a much different approach in game two, playing physical, playing, really good defense.
Mm-hmm.
And in a game three, a pivotal game three, I feel like that's what we'll see again. Um, so I can only look towards under as far as the total is concerned. RC on there, I know you can see it, but I'm just talking from my memory. Minnesota as a home favorite was not very good, right?
Minnesota as home favorites. ATS 14
Yeah.
and 21 ATS. So
Okay.
not good. We could look post All-Star break. Post All-Star break a little bit better, 7 and 3
Okay.
ATS.
That's what it was. Earlier in the season, they were not good, and then they
Mhm.
started picking it up. Okay.
Hmm. That's interesting. So I know I just kind of said I would lean towards the 102.5 team total over, but if you look at just historic matchups, this is the past 2 seasons, I believe. Um, one, two, three, four, five, six straight unders between these two teams. They did go over 102.5 multiple times on them, so it can still happen where Minnesota gets over their team total, and the game goes under. But that would mean that Minnesota would cover this game. I don't know. You have Lakers on the series, right?
Correct.
I don't know what to do with this one.
Lakers or nothing.
Lakers or
Or
nothing.
under.
Man, I feel like we're on opposite sides of this game.
Oh, that's okay. If you want to lose,
It
it's fine.
happens. Exactly. All right. So that is the three games here. Let me stop sharing the screen here. All right. That's the three games for tomorrow's slate. Obviously, this is the last show for the week until Sunday. Um, Skee, last words, and then top looks.
Yeah, let's just go through the chat a little bit. I do appreciate all you guys. A lot of usual suspects. Mark A in here. He's always in here. He's asking about some tennis. Guys capping tennis in the chat. Man, come in here and get this knowledge, y'all. Paulini, first bolter. Ah, I mean, I think Paulini gets it done in easy fashion. So I would say under 20 games, but that's just me. Good luck to you on whatever you would choose. B man, B daddy in the building. A lot of the usual suspects, like I said. It was one more comment that I'm looking for here. Oh, here we go. That rebel dog. I can't tell if he's trolling or if he's I don't know. Really trust the post grad level statistical mathematically apply with these two. What you think, RC? Is this a troll or
I don't know. I really don't know. But it sounds like we're pretty educated, Ski. Like I
okay.
don't
All right, maybe it's not a dig at us. Well, we appreciate it if it's not. How about that? But
know.
yeah, we just appreciate everybody in the chat. If you enjoyed the show, hit the like button. Definitely helps us out quite a bit, and lets the people higher ups at Wager Talk, know that we should probably continue to keep doing the show. Also, want to make sure you guys subscribe so you know whenever everything is live here. And top looks, um, I will go with Lakers or under, Bucks or over, and we will go. Man, this line, I'm not doing the Boston game. I'm not doing it. What you got,
I
RC?
for me, I would actually still look towards Boston even without Tatum. The only question mark is Drew. I think even at 4.5 without Tatum, I think I like it. Without Drew, obviously that line's gonna move down a little bit. But I'll still look in their direction. Total wise, probably lean towards the under. And the Indiana Milwaukee game, probably gonna go opposite of this one. I would lean towards the under in this one. Probably stay away from the side. Lakers, Minnesota, Wolves team total over, and that number. I really am looking towards that. I would probably let me see what the number is real quick. Team total. How is it a half? Hold on. 104. So this has come up from 102.5 from the other game. I think Minnesota gets up and over their team total. That would be another one.
That's me. That's me.
Oh,
I
does he? I
know
was
it's
like,
good.
wait, who's in here?
Nah,
Drew.
it's nobody else. It's me. I'm just talking that tennis.
Yeah. All right. So that is the end of the show, guys. We'll be back on Sunday, 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, on the same channel here. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. Leave some comments after the show. That all helps show Wager Talk that you guys want us to continue doing the show throughout the rest of the season. And yeah, with that said, Vader follow, guys. It's on you to make that call. Good luck with our reactions. Until next time, peace.